Okay, so you can see here now that I created my little funnel neck, and it's quite small, so this is only a small mini version. As I said, I prepared some markers here, so 3 regular ones, one in a contrasting color for my beginning of round marker, and I need my yarn. And now we're starting with the setup row, and you begin attaching your contrast color. I will show you how I work with 2 colors at the same time. And if you throw your yarn, I've also linked some additional helpful videos in the pattern itself, because I do knit continental style. So I will show you how that looks like, and please keep in mind that I'm not working in a specific size here. I graded down basically the body pattern, so I have a smaller version of Zaha to show you. So don't follow this exactly in the amount of stitches I work, but in the principles, basically, we can knit this together. So as you can see, I'm holding my yarn like this, and I have one dominant color, which is my main color, and I'm knitting always from the strand here, and I'm having a contrast color, which is this purple strand here, and it's in a bit more towards the back of my work. So we're starting and taking out my needle. This is the beginning of the round, so we're taking the huge uniquely colored marker, and we're working 2 stitches in the contrast color, and then 6 stitches in the main color, and with this method of holding my yarn, I'm automatically carrying my floats with me. So the second color of yarn, I'm now working again in my contrast color, and there we have the first 10 stitches of our shoulder. So we're positioning the next marker, and then we have 6 stitches in main color, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm now doing 1 stitch in the contrast color, 1, then I'm working here the middle stripe, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another contrast color, and another 6 main color ones, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and that's our body part, so basically the front. And you see here how in the back my contrast color is flowing nicely along, because I'm always carrying it with me. So we have another marker, and I'm working in a pretty small round here, so please bear with me as I'm shifting my stitches around. But I will complete this round, and then I'll show you how we work the first increase round. Okay, so this is how your work should look like after your first setup round. You have established where your main color and your contrast color sits. You have set your markers. You know exactly where you have your front part, where you have your shoulders. And you are aware that you have 2 charts you're working from. So the first one is the basic raglan shoulder stripes. So this chart 1, we only work across the shoulder parts, here and here. And then we have the chart 2, which describes where we work the body pattern. And depending on the size you're working, you have to check which row in the chart you're starting with, because this chart includes all the sizes. So depending on your stitch count, you have to work at a certain point in the pattern. So your stitches here towards the middle stripes align exactly for your specific stitch count. So in the pattern, I created a table where you can find exactly the round you're starting for your specific size. And please note that for the 2 charts, this can be different rows for your size. So it might be that for your size in chart 1, you start from around 3, for example. For sizes SL, 2XL, and 4XL, it might be that for one of those sizes, you not start here in chart 2 in the row 3, but maybe in row 5. So this is because your stitch count is individually for your size.